Hey there, Breakfast Clubbers! Welcome to another episode of Back Issue Breakfast Club. I'm your host, Kelly Guentner of Phoenix Sisters Cosplay, and this podcast is part of the Back of the Cereal Box podcast network. And this week, we have another special episode as we're doing an early preview of Teen Titans Beast Boy Loves Raven. DC Comics was again very generous, and they gave this to us a few weeks ago, so I was able to review it in time for the release date. So this is again part of their young adult standalone graphic novel lineup. This was written by Cami Garcia with art by Gabriel Piccolo. This one's a little different from most of their young adult graphic novels because this is actually a follow-up to Cami Garcia's Raven solo that came out, I believe it was last year. Now, I will say that you don't have to read the Raven solo to understand what's going on in this. I did not read the Raven solo going into this. You get a review of the events. So even if you haven't read the Raven solo, you can understand this. Though after reading this, you're probably going to want to go back and read the Raven solo, because I know I do. This book was fantastic. It was everything I wanted it to be. It had romance, obviously, that's right in the title. I love the Beast Boy and Raven romance because I absolutely love the kind of goth girl loves a ray of sunshine, which Beast Boy really is. It also had action. It had Teen Titans coming together. You see a few other Teen Titans members throughout the story. And so the story starts with Raven, Rachel Roth, and Beast Boy Garfield Logan are both headed to Nashville to meet Slade Wilson, who has promised he can help them with their powers. Now, anyone who knows anything about Slade Wilson knows that this isn't going to end well, because Slade Wilson is not a good guy. He's actually a pretty big bad in the DC universe, and especially within the Teen Titans stories, he's come up against them quite a few times. But Raven and Beast Boy don't know this, so all they know is this is a guy who they have some reason to trust that he can help them. So they're traveling on their own, and they, by chance, run into each other. They don't know at that point that they're meeting the same person, and they click. And they're both holding back the secret of their powers, and they just start exploring the city together. And so it's kind of a love letter to Nashville too. So it's interesting that I have some friends from the Tennessee area, so I know I'm kind of curious to hear what they think of this book and how faithfully depicted Nashville. Art, absolutely beautiful, really just has kind of almost a watercolor feeling in some of the panels, very colorful, young feeling. It captures that young adults, Teen Titans spirit. Just absolutely, I really did love the art. The facial expressions were really well done. Both Raven and Beast Boy are going through a lot of teenage angst, especially surrounding their powers and trying to figure out who they are. And so this story really taps into that and really handles that beautifully. And I think it's something that teenagers and even adults can really relate to, even if they don't have superpowers. So I think that was done really well. And it was just really a good overall story, and one that I could see taking place in the regular DC universe even, whereas some of the DC young adult novels are very clearly set apart and not necessarily could have taken place in the DC universe. But this could absolutely be the start to an ongoing series, and I just really enjoyed it. Cannot say enough good things about it. If you're a Teen Titans fan, if you're a Raven fan, if you're a Beast Boy fan, if you like the original Teen Titans cartoon, you're going to love this. You definitely want to pick this up. If you're looking for a book that is aimed at a younger audience, It is a little more kid-friendly. I have to say there's nothing that, even younger than a teen audience, I don't think there's anything inappropriate in there. So even middle schoolers could pick it up and enjoy it, I think. And so personally, I would recommend this for all ages. And it's just a really great book. And I'm definitely going to be picking up the Raven book that came before this. And I hope that they come out with a sequel because they're definitely building up a Teen Titans story that I would love to read more of. Obviously, there's more good Teen Titans stories in the comics too, so it makes me want to pick some of those up and reread those as well, which that means it's done its job because a good comic leaves you wanting more. So I want to hear, who's your favorite Teen Titan? What's your favorite Teen Titan story across comics? We have TV show, and of course, cartoons. So sound off in the comments. I want to hear from you. Also, let me know what you're reading this week. Let me know what you think I should read next. And if you like this video, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. We do have Buy Me a Coffee. So if you want to help me upgrade my gear, if you want to help any of the other wonderful shows that we have, you can do buymeacoffee.com/back of the cereal box. That's a great way to support us. You know, you could even just throw in $1 or $2 if you're feeling generous. Anyways, do all the things. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know that you appreciate us. And I hope you all have a great week and happy comic reading.